Because if I believe my God is a donkey, and I pray to my donkey, and my prayers are answered, I say, this is my God, he's a donkey.
Always, you know, when we speak about a religion, and you are from different religion, you come to me with your own idea, and you try to refute me that your religion is better, and I understand that. But always I find the Muslims' answers are very funny and very silly, and far away from any connection with the topic. If we go and ask the Muslims, you Muslims believe in something called Tawheed. What is Tawheed?
Islam does not merely believe in monotheism. Islam believes in Tawheed. Tawheed means unification.
Muslims are saying God is one. And to say God is one, the Arabic word for that is Tawheed.
People have all kinds of ideas, but they're mistaken ideas.
Tawheed means unification.
I mean, even the name is stupid, because Tawheed means unification. Tawheed means unification. How your God is one and you believe in Tawheed?
And Muslims say, well, Trinity is not mentioned in the Bible.
The word Tawheed is not found in the Quran. In fact, it's not found anywhere in the Hadith. The concept of Tawheed was continuing to be developed for hundreds of years after Muhammad. That's why it wasn't found in Hadith.
If he is one, because the second you use the word Tawheed, that's mean you are believing in a unification of something.
So Tawheed is the concept of believing something to be one.
Unifying something. Simply, the word Tawheed is supposedly the God of Islam unifying all the gods of Quraysh, the gods of the Arab. They have many gods beside Allah. This is what the Quran is saying. So Allah, he unified all gods together under his name. Now if we say this is Tawheed, that will be nothing but paganism, have nothing to do with worshiping one God. Same time, if God is one, or there's two gods, or there's three gods, or there's five gods, I mean, who care as long it's true or not? So to make it simple, the Muslim, they say to us, we have one God. The Christian, they say we have one God. The Jews, they say we have one God. But obviously my God is not the same as, and we need to examine your God and see if he can fit to be a God or to be God. God, but he is a foolish God, that cannot be God. Have you ever heard of a God? He's a fool. Allah is a fool. Allah says that the woman, she have a sperm coming from her ribs. Allah, he said the man have a sperm coming from his backbone.
Chapter number 86, verse number 5, 6 and 7, which says that we have created you from minute quantity of liquid emitted from a space between the backbone and the ribs.
Allah, he claimed that the sperm transformed into a congealed blood. Allah, he claimed that the sun set in murky water. Allah, he don't even remember which one he created first, the trees or the stars. I mean, have you ever heard, okay, you have one God, but you have a foolish God.
Because if I believe my God is a donkey, and I pray to my donkey, and my prayers are answered, I say, this is my God, he's a donkey.
So I am really happy that you are saying to me, I have one God who is a fool. So if I met with somebody, and he says to me, I believe in 1,000 God, and then he present to me books, and those books are really not, they are not stupid. How I can say, how I can answer him? The 1,000 gods he have, they are smart, wise. The one God you have is a fool. So having one God, having 10 gods, having 330 God, having 40 God is a silly thing, because simply it's about is true or not. It's not about how many they are. So the Muslim, he think he is proud. I believe in one God. I believe in one God. But you believe in one idiot God. You want to explain to me Tawheed? You yourself, you do not know what Tawheed is. As an example, Allahu Samad. They don't know even what the word Samad means, because this is an Aramaic word. As-Samad is coming from Masmud, which means the collection. How he is one, but he is a collection. How Allah is one, but he is a collection. And the Muslims, everyone, he give you his own interpretation for the word, and every his own translation for the word. Let us show you. This is a chapter the Muslims always repeat for us. And let me show you how stupid this chapter is. Qul huwa Allahu ahad. Ahad here is not one. That's false. That's a big fat lie. Here we go. I will copy the word ahad in front of you, and I will paste it in the search engine. And I will show you that every translation the Muslims they have for the word ahad is not one, it's one of, one from many. This is what ahad mean. And to prove to you that this is what it's mean, look what it says in the last verse. وَلَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُ كُفْءٌ أَحَدٌ. If ahad mean one, how come in the same chapter it says none is comparable into him? Ahad suddenly became no one, which means no one of you. You know what I mean? So ahad does not mean one. The same chapter in front of your eyes. The foolish Muhammad was copying the Bible. Oh, you Israel, your God is Echad. Echad is not one as number. Echad is one as a unity. This is why the Bible says that the man, he leave his family, his parents, and he live with his wife, and they will become one. Muhammad here is a thief. He is copying from the Bible what is in the Bible, and he copied the word Echad. This is ahad. You see how close even the word Qul huwa Allahu ahad in the Hebrew, Echad. It's the same word. Echad is a word to unify, not about numbers. And this is where Muhammad he got the word Echad. Here the one is about unification, not about one by number. And we have tons of verses in the Bible speak about Echad as unification. And I'll give you an example how the man and the wife they get married, and they became Echad. And this is what happened when you have a thief who is copy paste, and he himself he do not know what he is talking about. Your God is one, but not one as number, one as unity, because this is the word Echad. They became one. If you go to Genesis 2:24, do you see it? Do you see the translation? What happened here? We have two human, not two gods. They are even human. Therefore the man shall leave his father and his mother and be joined with his wife, and they shall become one. Echad, unity. If we copy the word ahad, which the Muslim keep reciting for us, and we paste it in the search engine of this funny Quran, right in the front of your eyes, I will paste. Look how many times the word appear. Look how many times. All of them. وَمَا يُعَلِّمَانِ مِنْ أَحَدٍ. You see the word ahad? It's the same exactly the one we posted in the search engine. What ahad mean here? Anyone, which mean any one of many, not one. He's not the only one. There's one of. Translation chapter 2 verse 102. It says here, and they don't teach anyone. See how the word ahad became anyone in the translation? Forget about this word. Let us go to different verse. Chapter 2 verse number 136. وَمَا نُفَرِّقُ لَا نُفَرِّقُ بَيْنَ أَحَدٍ. Ahad, you see it? We don't differentiate between any of. Chapter 2 verse 136. You see? We don't differentiate between any. We make no distinction between any of them. This is ahad. Do you see it? And we can go all over the Quran non-stop, and you will see that the word come always in such a way. Chapter 2 verse number 285. Ahad. Read it. Ahad mean we don't differentiate between any of. Ahad. Any of. Any. One, which mean one of. To use the word ahad, that means there's more of you. Or you take it as in the Hebrew where it is echad, which means unity. So in a very simple study, we discover that Islam based in fictions and stupidity.